Hello, this video is on Miley Cyrus. And if you could not tell already by the pale-skinned, somewhat, how you say, moonlight appearance, the fucking beardedness, my incredibly negative attitude that I display, the fact I'm in a dark room in the middle of nowhere, and that I don't have very many, how you say, homeboys hanging around, I am nonetheless not a Miley Cyrus fan, if you couldn't already figure that out. Not a fan. I like, obviously I like industrial metal, I actually like classical, but, I actually do like Lady Gaga. I think her music is actually pretty creative for its time. Not a Miley Cyrus fan, but this is a video that is in defense, believe it or not, of Miley Cyrus. I don't know if you've noticed or not. If you've followed my channel, I would imagine you have. I've done quite a bit of, how you say, defending Miley Cyrus over the past couple of days. And the reason why is this. And it really is bizarre. I mean, this is the issue I'm about to get into. And I would like to say it's based on some philosophical viewpoint, but largely it's not. So this is going to sort of project into another video, actually the same video, but another topic in the same video. But I don't know what philosophical viewpoint to base this on, cause I would like to say it's like some sort of double standard, like it's a man or it's not the same race as someone else or something like that, different religion. There's no fucking double standard. She's a woman, she's a white chick. The majority of people who do this is white chicks. And, I should have started out with this, but the majority of fucking people on that stage did the same thing. Lady Gaga wears fucking meat dresses. I mean, she would have to fuck a unicorn for people to have a negative reaction to her. Not that I'm saying that's bad, but still. Keisha asked her teenage girl fans to basically cut the teeth out of their head and send it to her. Not that I'm saying that's bad. And again, there goes another reason somebody could use why this is bad. She was a child star. Yeah, 2 fucking years ago. It's not like she's still doing that, or she stopped doing that 5 months ago. No, she's still doing it. I mean, she's not doing it anymore. She's doing her own thing. And she's no more really of an influence on teenagers. Not even as much, not nearly as much as Keisha, Lady Gaga, those people who are doing similar things. And I like all of it. I have no problem with any of that. I don't think they're shocking enough. I mean, I like Marilyn Manson. I'm like, old, rock music, 1990s. I like acid rock music. I have no fucking problem with that. I'm saying, how do you get off on turning your nose or looking down at this woman, looking down your nose at this woman, or judging her when she's done nothing other musicians who performed that night has not done? And Rihanna, who does most of her stage performances half naked, look at her like, what is wrong with her when she's doing the same shit? And, I'm sorry, Rihanna, what, does she not have enough talent to get her ass kicked by a whitewashed black guy and turn half the nation against him? I mean, is that her problem? Fuck, I'm sorry, this ain't fucking about Rihanna. It's about a chick, and I don't really give a shit about Miley Cyrus. I'm not a fan of that kind of music, but this is stupid to me. She's done nothing no one else does. Okay? And even if she did, what are we in the 1950s? Oh, she acted like a slut. Well, I'm sorry she took off her fucking face veil for a minute. It's so fucking ridiculous. Maybe the feminists actually have something here. I mean, it's utter insanity. And what this video is really about, I'm sorry I took 4 minutes, over 4 minutes wasting your time, this is more about, political correctness and the birth of a police state. And that's what we're entering into, is a police state. And I'll start out with something. People say sometimes I'm a fucking racist and all kinds of shit. And I'm also gay, by the way. So I'm gonna start this off with a whole different thing. There was a guy in charge of DHS. Obama appointed to be in charge of DHS, or a high position of authority in it, and that, of course, that of course stands for Department of Homeland Security. And Obama put him in charge of it. So what you have here is, and the thing about this guy is, he's a black guy, and he also happens to be a black nationalist, or what, a black supremacist, who called for the killing of white children, and he calls for the killing of gay people. He also hates gay people. Now, why is this of any importance to me? Well, they called for his website to be taken down and for him to be fired from his job. Now, I of course hate this motherfucker. I'm a white guy, and I'm gay, or I'm part gay. So what is my opinion? What is my point? I don't think he should be fired. Why? The same reason I didn't think Paula Deen a while ago, which I should have made a video about, never did, should have been fired for saying the N-word. Because people have a right to be to do whatever they want, say whatever they want, and to express themselves in any way they want, even if the way they express themselves is like an asshole. If they want to express themselves like an asshole, they have a right to be an asshole. And I'd rather the assholes be out in the open so we all know who everyone is, instead of letting them hide behind a veil of political correctness. Let me know who the fuck I'm dealing with, you know? And I believe everyone has a right to say anything they want, at any time they want, and do anything they want, so long as they don't directly hurt someone else. Okay? You should not be fired for your individual life, individual right. What you do is a private civilian, private citizen, should be totally up to you. Guns, homosexuality, any kind of sexual practice, racism, any bizarre religion, whatever you're doing, you should be able to do it so long as you do not force that on other people. In other words, my right to throw punches ends at your face. Same thing with you. When you hurt someone else, then you should be put in prison and you should be dealt with. As long as what you're doing does not negatively or directly affect another person, I have no right to tell you what to do. It's your right, you should live it the way you want. I mean, it's your life, and you should live it the way you want. Life is too short to live in a politically correct control grid, okay, and do things and worry about whether you're offending everyone else. You're offending. The fact that you're offended, that offends me. So, because I'm offended, should you not have a right to be offended? You have to get what I'm saying. That's all. And by the way, the same mainstream media that is now pounding Miley Cyrus and got this shit started for her being a slut are the same assholes who invited her, broadcasted, and choreographed what she did. And it's the same people with Robin Thicke who had 2 half-naked women in a fucking music video. You're going to condemn her? What kind of fucking sense does that make? So that's it. P666.